Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Celia's Kitchen Live this morning. Welcome to my live. So, this morning, guys, better late than never. I always have Saturday morning errands to run. So, sometimes I can't give a specific time as to when I'm going to be on live. So I am on live now, and I have something very, very interesting to introduce to you to this morning. I won't be cooking on the stove top. I'll be using my Sharper Image Grill right here. Of course, I'll be using the bullet to blend up some things. And we step away for a little bit. Let me just grab my phone. I'm expecting a very important phone call. So I don't want to miss the call. Let me keep my phone close. Good morning, Stephanie. How are you? So, welcome to the live. I'm just waiting to share this on Celie's Kitchen on Facebook. It's on my personal page, but I need to quickly. How are you? All right, I just need to quickly share this on another platform because Restream wasn't allowing me for some reason to share it on my group page. So I have to do it through my phone, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Because we keep it real up in here, sir. Yeah, man, we always keep it real. All right, so I'm posting it so people can also join that live as well. So, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Cherise. You catch me this morning. So, guys, this morning, I won't be giving away any gifts. But what I will be doing, I'll be promoting some of the items. I have a garbage bag at my foot with a lot of stuff. So I'll be promoting some of the items that will be sold in our kitchen store. So if you want to buy personally, I'll personally deliver if you're local. I'll oblige you that, and I won't charge you for delivery. Um, but we are loading the online store with stuff, so that's the reason why I haven't sent out the link as of yet, because we're taking pictures, we're adding stuff, and it's a long process. It's longer than I thought, because somebody asked me for a link this week for the seasoning, and I'm putting it on the same platform. So hey, it's a lot going on, and I'm busy on top of it. Anyway, guys, this morning I decided that I'm gonna make chicken this morning on live. It's already washed, um, with vinegar and washed properly, because you know I like to wash my chicken properly because I don't like smell the rawness. We Jamaicans, we don't like smell nothing raw. So it's lime down and vinegar down and rinse many times and the whole 9 yards. So they're all drumsticks. I left a little bit of the skin on it. Reason being, it's gonna be on the grill, so the skin will act as a protector, so my chicken doesn't dry out too much. And the Sharper Image Grill, it cooks it right through the bone. Yeah, if you know a little bit about Sharper Image Grills, they cook right through the chicken, through the bone. So yes, good morning, June. I just see you popping up. So anyway, guys, so this morning in this container here, guys, me tell you, say, me have so much of these containers. I buy them, in bulk, of course, whenever I'm doing catering and I have sauces. But on top of what I already purchased, I also have a lot that came from the street. Yeah, when we go to road, I will buy soup, I will buy something, or twine buy something, and I carry the containers in. I'm gonna dash them away. But of course, I don't sell my customers the used ones. I give them the brand new ones, but I use this in my house. Yeah, I use it to store stuff. Sometimes you make porridge or you make soup or something and it's extra. It fits better in the, good morning, Corinne. It fits better in the refrigerator than a big bowl. Yeah, it fits in a little corner, so I save them. So I use them to freeze all kind of stuff in the freezer. All right, guys. So I'm gonna decide to use it this morning. So in this container here, I have cut up some baby bell peppers, different varieties, red, green. I have also um, 10 pegs of garlic, and I have some onions in the bottom. So, oh, let me add some thyme. You can't season up chicken without thyme, Hey, let me go get my time. My time. All right. So I've had this red time pan from God, He knows when, since I came to America, and I'm not throwing it away. So I have dried thyme here. I'm going to add that as well. And we're going to blend the stems up and everything because we need the flavor. Yeah, Jamaicans, we can't cook chicken without thyme. Thyme off it in there. Yep, without the thyme, it's no good. Good morning, Georgette. Good morning, peeps. Come on in the live. Let me add some scallion to that as well. So I'm adding about 2 stalks, not a lot, because we have green onions in the bottom. So I'm just adding some more flavor to the mixture. Alrighty, so I am going, as you see on the title of today's live, I am making some mango pineapple grilled chicken. Yeah. And over here, I have real pineapple and I have real mango cut up. So we're going to make a nice mango pineapple sauce to pour on top of our grilled chicken today. Yeah. So it cooks fast because we're using a sharper image. It cooks in about 15 to 20 minutes. And what I like about the sharper image grill, it cooks right through the bone. Yeah, it penetrates it really fast. And the heat is so intense. So before we start, I forgot to season up the chicken. Wash out everything already. So I'm just going to put it in my bullet. So I'm going to put all this seasoning in the bullet. Yep. All of what I told you was in there. It's in here. She said, add some rosemary too. I'm out of rosemary, Cherise. I think I have the dried one, but I like the fresh one. Yeah, rosemary is very good on your chicken as well. All right, so I'm squeezing a nice sweet orange in this as my liquid base. Yeah, and I'm doing this on live. If I could get some of the gut in it too, that would be nice, which I'm taking off with the glove. Yeah, man. Get some of the gut out of the orange in there too. Are we going to squeeze the other orange? Boy, Sharissa helped me cook this morning, guys. I love my audience, you know. I love my audience. So I'm adding some orange to the seasoning. All right. So now we're going to add some Yana spices, garlic and herb. Good morning, Miss Joycey. She said, good morning, everyone. All the way from Jamaica. So I'm adding some garlic and herb from Yana spices. And of course, I'm adding the Yana seasoning. So I'm opening the big part so I could pour. And that's what I like about our sifters that we have on our seasoning bottles. They have the fine holes over this side. And it has also a side where you could pour. But sometimes you can't bother shake it. You just pour. So I'm in a pouring mode now. So I'm adding that in. I'm not measuring. I'm just going from judgments based on, I have 3, 6, 9. Wait, 3, 6, 9. I have 10 pieces of chicken in there. So I'm going to cook tomorrow. If I cook so much chicken today, what I say? Yep. So I'm also, instead of using browning, I'm going to use my Bragg organic amino, liquid aminos. And this is it's soy free. And this one is soy free. And it adds color and flavor to your meat. So I'm adding that instead. So I added some of that. And let's add some Spur Tree jerk seasoning. And this is the one in the bottle. This is very hot, guys. I don't want to add a lot. Good morning, Sharon. My cousin just joined. She said, good morning, Missy. All right, so I'm adding some jerk seasoning from Spur Tree. I'm not adding a lot because I'm not making jerk chicken. I just want a little spice to the chicken, you know? So just a little bit. All right. We're also going to add some paprika. some smoke. Oops. We added some smoke after wash off that. I have to add some smoked paprika to that as well. Let me put this aside because I have to wash off the sifter. And then last, I'm going to add some pimento from Yard. Now, we also market this in our seasoning line, and this one has no label, but it's okay. And this is from Celie's Yana Spices. Yep. Yana have our own business, you know, guys. She have her own seasoning line. So later on, she not have to come work for nobody. She have her own business. You see? We need to set up our kids, guys. We need to set up our grandchildren so that they don't come and struggle like us. All right, guys. So we have some nice things in this blender, in this bullet. So we're going to blend away. Watch out. Don't embarrass me on live. I'm pressing. What's going on? It's not responding. My bullet is not responding. Oh. Okay. So we have some nice seasoning here. So we're going to pour this over the chicken. And the reason why we blend this, guys, and what I'm going to do in the meantime, before I pour the seasoning on the chicken, I'm just going to put a little slit so the seasoning penetrates to the bone. So I'm just going to put a little slit on each of them so it can penetrate the chicken properly. Yep. So we're throwing this on the Sharper Image. And the Sharper Image is so quick, guys. In 20 minutes, you can have food. And while I'm at it, I'm going to add 2 Korean sweet potatoes to it. And that will be brunch today. All right. So we have put a slit on each piece of drumstick. So now I'm going to pour this. And it's a lot, so I could save some. So we're just going to rub this up a little. Guys, the seasoning burned my eyes. Woo! So we just want to make sure everything gets under the skin. We want to make sure the whole chicken is covered. So I'm stuffing some of this under the skin. And the reason why I leave the skin on the drumstick, guys, so we don't have a dry drumstick when it's done. We can remove the skin if we want. Some people like the skin. I don't like the skin. But I leave it on for that purpose because it's going to be grilled. All right. Who say you can't season and cook right away? It depends on how you season your meat. Yeah. All right. Let me just wash off the gloves a little bit. All right. So we don't have cross contamination. All right, I wash my gloves with soap. All right, because we're going to have to touch this. All right, so let me test it and see if it's coming on first. Okay. All right, so we're ready like Freddy. All right. I had to test that, guys, to make sure it will come on. So we're going to put our chicken on the grill, but before I do that, I have a Korean sweet potato. It's almost like the Jamaican batata. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to spray it with some avocado oil. And I'm only doing 1 piece because Twine don't like this. There's a lot of things him don't like, guys. I can't bother with him sometime, you know. So I'm just making this for me. If he wants something else, we have other things in the fridge that he could eat with the chicken. All right, so I'm just going to add some Yana spices to this before I touch the chicken so we don't cross contaminate the so I'm just going to find a corner and put it in on the grill. And I'm going to season another one. I'm just adding Yana spices and some extra virgin olive oil to it. So we are going to cook this as well. Maybe I should wrap this in some foil paper, you know, come to think of it. I changed my mind. Let me wrap it with some foil paper so it could steam while it's cooking. She says season and cook if you know how to. Of course. We know how to, Sharon. We know how to season and cook. Marian said, good morning, Marian. Long time I not see you. You hide from me. All right. So we're going to add some more olive oil to this since we're putting it in a foil paper. I'm just going to put this on the grill like this. And put some more olive oil in. We season it already. Let me add some more seasoning to this. And we're just going to put it down like this. Let me give me a piece more foil paper. All right. Add some more. All right, so we're ready to go. So we have 3 pieces of Korean sweet potato on the grill already. So we're going to add our chicken pieces that we just seasoned. I mean, not lie, guys. The seasoning strong. It's not strong, you know, it's strong. Okay. I hope these 10 pieces of chicken can hold. But if not, I'll just do 8 or 6. And then I'll do the others after the live. I'm going to try and see if it all can hold, though. I have to make it work. Yeah, the 10 pieces actually hold on the grill. All right, great. You wash the gloves again because I don't want to cross-contaminate the handle of the Sharper Image. And what I like about the Sharper Image, guys, as I was telling you, it cooks right through the bone. 15-20 minutes, chicken ready. All right. So as you could see, there's a bright light going. So let me remove my gloves and drop it in the garbage. We don't need those anymore. Hands good again. All right, so let's remove this as well. I'm just going to rest it on the stove. My sensor light fell. I'm going to drop this in the sink. Must clean this area a little bit. All right, so now we're going to make our sauce. Yeah, we are going to make the sauce for the chicken. So here's how we're going to make it. Turn on the stove. Now, I'm going to care if she vex, but I'm going to talk it through. I'm not call the name though. I don't like to use, if I'm catering for something or an event, if I'm the caterer, I'm the caterer. And I like to shop and buy my own ingredients because I know where to shop, I know what to buy, and I know what taste I'm looking for. Because different brands of sauces out there, they all taste different. And there is a particular one that I always use, and that's what I use for most of my catering, and people like the food. So this individual decided that they want to shop for the event that I'm doing for them. The sauces that I put on the list for them to buy, they didn't buy that. They buy whatever they thought was similar. And it did give the thing a different taste. You know, the taste I was looking for, I didn't get that taste. So, and I mix my sauces sometimes too. So it all depends on the brand. So I use particular brands, guys. And the reason why I don't use some brands are too salty because some people don't stop to check the sodium level on some of these sauces. Some of them are 400, some of them are 500. And if you're cooking for the public, there's a lot of people who have diabetes and people are health conscious these days. People have high blood pressure, so you have to be conscious of that. So I try to use things with low sodium levels and also not too much sugar. And at the same time, even if I use some sauces that I use, I incorporate it with my natural seasoning. And I like to use natural seasoning, which I do. When I do catering, I have to prep like a day or two before because I have to prep all my scallion. I have to prep my garlic, my onion. Everything is all chopped up. If I need it minced, it's minced. Everything is prepped because I use natural seasoning. But if I incorporate sauces from the shelves, it's a particular brand, and it's a reason why I use that particular brand. It's cost effective for me, one. Two, the taste, which is the most important thing. The taste, which is the most important thing in foods. And the reason why people keep asking me to cater their food or their friends' food, because they like the taste of certain things that I make. And the reason why it tastes a certain way, because I'm conscious of the content in the bottle. So I'm just I say, I use particular things because of those reasons. All right, so I'm mixing Diana sauce. This came from Canada. Thank you, Theo. He knows I like Diana sauce. So when he's coming, he's bringing 4, 5, 6 bottles of different flavors. This is the original. And this is the sauce I taste the first time I went to Canada. And I love it. It was great on the chicken. So I'm using this in my chicken today. I'm using some of the Walmart Asian style sweet chili wing sauce in there as well. I'm using some tomato ketchup. And of course, the sauce in the pot, the seasoning from the pot, I'm going to use some of it as well. Sandra said, good morning, Miss Chef. No salt, no salt. Of course, no salt. No salt, my dear. We have to be salt conscious because everybody getting up there. You see, once you pass the 50 mark, or even before you pass the 50 mark, you have to start watching certain things. Your calories, your sugar intake, your salt intake, you have to make sure. Good morning, Miss Wendy. So, I'm not making anything vegan today, but you can watch. So I'm using some avocado oil to kind of just grease my pot a little, not a lot. Let me turn down the fire. Oops, spill the oil over here, so you know, while I'm throwing. All right. So I'm just swishing this around in the frying pan a little bit. It's smoking. Let me turn the fire really low. So I am going to use some of, not all, because the spice is in it. I'm going to use some of the leftover blended seasoning that I used earlier to make my sauce. Yeah. So I'm using about 2 tablespoons of it. The rest of it, I'm going to dump it. So I'm going to add the Asian style sweet chili wing sauce. I'm also going to add some Heinz organic ketchup. I'm using blue agave instead of sugar. I'm also going to add my Diana sauce. And I'm also going to add some fruit spread. Now, this fruit spread is sugar-free. This is raspberry fruit spread. So I'm adding some of this. Oh, let me get a spoon. I'm adding some of this to the mixture. because I'm looking for a little tang in it as well. So I'm just going to mix this up. And now I'm going to add this to my frying pan. So we're just going to stir, switch, stir. Yep. And of course, I'm going to add some water. Some water from my antique kettle. Every time, you know, guys, let me give you a draw with this kettle now. I got this from my brother's boss. This kettle is probably about 80 years old or more. No, probably 100 years old. And every time my husband want boil egg, I just him take up for boil the egg in. I have a million pot in here. Him say, boiling the eggs in this kettle give the egg a different flavor. Now you tell me, if the egg in the shell, or it have a different flavor. Man. All right, so I'm leaving this to cook. I'm leaving this to cook. Because remember, the raw chicken was in this mix, so it has to be cooked. The seasoning part of it have to be cooked. All right, and when it's near cooking, that's when I'm going to add the mango and the pineapple pieces. Now, we're making a mango pineapple grilled chicken. So when the sauce is almost cooked, that's when I'm going to be adding this mixture. All right. So somebody hit me up this week and asked me to talk about the Cillian cinnamon. She said, love your cooking channel. Thank you, Wendy. She said the sauce must be tasty. Of course, everything in there, jerk seasoning. Oh, I forget to cut up apple in there so the apple can cook down the night. I forgot about that part. Then I should leave out one of the ingredients. Let me use that knife here. I don't know if you know, guys, but apples add flavor to your pot. It give it a nice flavor. So I start cooking with apples too. I like cooking with fruits. So I'm just going to let this cook down in the sauce. So maybe I should have changed the name of the dish. Pineapple, apple, mango, grilled chicken. But I'm just using it to flavor the pot. Add this particular apple to the Granny Smith apple. It adds a good flavor to the pot. It adds that little, tang, and it give it a nice, unusual taste. So, what I was saying again. Oh, we were talking about the Cillian cinnamon. Now, guys, we use regular cinnamon in our kitchen. Everybody have a bottle of cinnamon in them cupboard. Them say cinnamon good for your blood sugar. They say cinnamon is good for your cholesterol. They said cinnamon is good to burn fat. Them say cinnamon good for everything. But this particular cinnamon, the Cillian cinnamon, it's made up of a natural ingredient which takes care of the sugar levels in your body, and it also keep your cholesterol low. Since they told me about my cholesterol scare, I have been using this. And let me tell you something. There is nothing that you can name on a daily basis where I don't put the cinnamon on. If I'm buttering a piece of bread, I toast the bread, put the butter on it, and I sprinkle like a cinnamon on it. And trust me, I can't eat or drink anything without the cinnamon. I'm drinking tea, the cinnamon is in there. I'm blending up some shake. After the shake is in the cup and ready to be consumed, I sprinkle some cinnamon on top. And it's this cinnamon. It lowers your cholesterol. It lowers your blood sugar. And of course, I have I'm not diabetic, but I have the machine that you check your blood, your finger stick. And when I check it, it's good. Before it was 180 something one time. I said, what? I said, no, sir. And then when I went to the doctor told me that my cholesterol is high and I'm borderline. I said, borderline? I won't be borderline no more. I start researching natural stuff that you can take to control your blood sugar levels. And this has worked. Now, this can be found on the Walmart shelf. It's called Simply Organic, and it's not very expensive. It's about $10 or less. Yeah, it's not very expensive. But if you buy it online, some people have it for $15, $20, whatever the case is. But everybody on my life, I'm encouraging you today, go to Walmart if you're close to a Walmart and get a bottle of Cillian cinnamon. Keep it in your cupboard. Put it by your bread. Put it by your crackers and butter. Sprinkle it in your tea. The other day, I eat some string beans and fish. I said, oh God, the string bean good for my blood sugar, you know. I'm gonna sprinkle some cinnamon on it. And guys, me not like it tastes good. It tasted good. It added an unusual flavor, but it tastes good. I am so addicted to it that, and Cherie say, I can attest to that. I have been able to control my spikes since you recommended it to me. Yes, it's very good. And here we have a testimony on our live this morning. Cherise has tried it, and Cherise can testify that she doesn't have the spikes anymore. It really, really works. And, you know, some of us Black people, and let me say Black people, we will hear about something and we'll say, okay, I'm going to try it. And guess what? They tried for a week and they don't see any results. And them say, no, it's not good. It not work. So we stay, you know, me stay so too. But I've learned consistency is the key. If a week passes and you see no change, try it for 2 weeks. Try it for 3 weeks. Try it for a month. Try it for 2 months. Why? Because everybody's body is different. Everybody metabolism is different. Some people vitamins absorb right away in their body. Some people things that they take don't absorb right away. It happens over time. Yes, it happens over time. So just consistency is the key. And even being a vegan, it's a lifestyle. And I'm leaning towards that. Because many times I cook something for Twine, I don't eat it. I'm gonna steam some cabbage. I'm gonna cut up my carrot and my peppers and my whatever. And I don't miss the meat. I make stew mushrooms with butter beans. And it tastes like any oxtail. It tastes like any stew beef. So it's a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. Wendy said, let me see close up a picture, please. Okay, let me, if you want to screenshot this, guys, I'm holding it close to the screen. You can screenshot it. Make sure it says Cillian, Ceylon, Cillian, or I don't know if I pronounce it right, cinnamon, by Simply Organic. You can find this in Walmart, Wendy. So, yeah, get it. It's good. It controls your blood sugar. It's good for your blood pressure. Listen, the other night, I know when my blood pressure is coming on because you can feel it. Your head feels light. You feel slightly dizzy. But mine was stemming from lack of sleep and overwork and a little stress. And guys, let me tell you something. Me tell myself, say, me not taking that blood pressure pill tonight. I reached for my beets. Yes, and beets is another good thing for your blood sugar, your blood pressure, and your cholesterol. I went for the beets. I took 2 fish oil. I took 2 beets. I took an ashwagandha and a coconut water, and I swallowed that and went to sleep. And trust and believe, when I got up, I checked my pressure. My blood pressure was good. My blood pressure was 117/71. Yeah, man. Baby blood pressure was good. So, I take the sauce there, I cook. I turn it down too low. Yeah. So, We have to resort to the natural things sometimes, guys. Not sometimes, all the time. Let me take that back. We should resort to natural things all the time. Why you think God made the herb and the yielding seeds and the whatever the scripture say? And put it on the earth for we use it. But no, you want to get the fast fix when man make. You don't want to get the make burger and the make meat and the make this and the make that. Quick fix with a lot of chemicals in it, which damage the organs in our body when there are natural things out there for us to take. Every night before I go to bed too, I take a tablespoon of this. Soursop bitters. Yes. It helps to lower the blood pressure too. It controls the blood sugar and it helps the cholesterol. We have to resort to natural things. They work. They worked for our grandmothers and our great grandmothers back then. They didn't have the fancy hospitals that we have now. They didn't have the fancy doctors and all the equipments we have now. No, they didn't. It's natural stuff. Even babies that were being born at home in the country, back in Jamaica. Yeah, those midwives knew what to do. They went and got all the natural stuff, whatever herbs they needed to bathe the mother in after she have the baby. It helped. It worked. Yeah, whatever tea she needed to get or warm baths or whatever they give after she push out that baby and after them take out the afterbirth. They did not have the fancy hospitals and so back then. Yes, there were hospitals, but some of these rural areas had no transportation. So every district had a midwife. Yeah, they had a midwife who delivered the babies. And they knew the due date and they knew my Aunt Ruby in Florida. She got pregnant early. And when she got pregnant, her mother knew she was pregnant and tell her how much months she is. She was shocked because guess what? She kept a track of her cycle every month. And back then, them used to wear the bird's eye, which we call nappy. Yeah, they used to fold that down and they didn't have pads like us, where we just use it and dispose of it. They had those cloths that they use. And the mothers were responsible to wash out them cloth there and put it on the line and it's white and pretty and then ready for the next month. And if she realized they weren't being used, you know, so something wrong. She was a midwife and she delivered her. Yeah, she delivered her baby because they didn't have the facility that we have now. And where they live, way up in the bush, who have time for go try and get a car that time of the night to go to a hospital in St. Anne's Bay? No. They went and delivered the baby. They went and take out the afterbirth. Baby was fine. They cut umbilical cord, baby healthy. Baby was getting breastfed and all of that. Yeah. The mother who just delivered got the right teas or the right herbs or whatever to cleanse her body and she was fine. Yeah. So we need to go back to the herbs. In telling you all these stories, all I'm simply saying, there are natural things out there for us to take for whatever ailments we have to heal the body. The herbs and the plants was made by God for us to use it wisely. But some of us will get lazy and we decide so we want the quick fix and the quick fix don't work. The medications they're giving us in the hospital, minister them not working. Yes, them work. But they're fixing one problem and damaging something else. Because if you Google atorvastatin, it has side effects. Losartan, that damaged my mother's kidneys. She has been taking that for years. Metformin. So if you're not up on this live this morning and I take metformin, stop take it. It's dangerous. Google it if you don't believe me. If y'all taking metformin, Google that thing. It's no good. My mother was allergic to it for years and didn't know. Every time she used it, it gave her the runs. She couldn't understand. It was damaging her organs. All of these blood pressure pills and these cholesterol pills and these water pills and all these things, If you want water pill, go drink some coconut water and flush your body. And say if you not go bathroom. Just squeeze some lemon in that coconut water and drink it. It's a diuretic. It sends you to your pee like crazy. You don't need that Lasix. It has a side effect. It's good. It makes you pass out the sodium and whatever, the excess water, but it has a side effect. Get the natural stuff. Get the coconut water. You have a lot of jelly man about the place. Get the real one too. And squeeze some lemon in it and drink it. Drink that thing and it will flush you out and it will lower the blood pressure. If the blood pressure is high, mince up some garlic. Yeah. Make a garlic paste. Mix it with little honey. Or if you have agave, make a little paste with it. If you don't want to swallow it like that. Grate it, make a little paste and spoon it and swallow it. And drink some water. Drink lots of water and flush your body. And tell me, if 15 minutes later, the pressure, the blood pressure and the pressure on your head and the back of your neck is not gone. Yeah. We need to resort back to the herbal stuff, the natural stuff, the weight loss stuff. All these chemically made things, they're damaging our bodies. Losartan damages the kidney. It damages the liver. It damages you. Find natural alternatives. Change your lifestyle. Change your eating habits. Yes. If you usually fry the chicken, stop frying the chicken. Steam the chicken, bake the chicken, grill the chicken. They have air fryers now, although them say some of the air fryer them not good. Bake the chicken. Stop eating the fried chicken. Yes, the fried chicken tastes good enough. You have a weakness to, you know. You have a crown fry up the road from me. Jesus, when I'm up on the road, I'm hungry. One side breast and a leg. I'm a fix. So I'm not only speaking to you, but I'm speaking to myself as well. We need to change our lifestyle. We need to lose the weight like myself if you're overweight. Yeah, we need to stop grabbing the fast fixes on the road and go home and cook your food. Yes. Steam your veggies. Eat it fresh. You made it. Nobody else made it. You know what you put in there. And another thing, guys, watch what you put in your chicken. Watch what you use to season your food. Use the more natural stuff. You see me blend up all these things today? Yeah, they're natural seasoning. The scallion, the garlic, the onion. Yeah, blend it up. It gives the chicken flavor. All right, let's check on our chicken. Jesus, my chicken almost ready, you know, guys. I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna turn it and give it like 5 more minutes. Woo! I tell you something, I love the Sharper Image Grill. Oh. Woo! I love my Sharper Image Grill. Guys, it cook it right through the bone. Mercy me. The meat all leave the bone if you do not believe me. But I'm just turning it so I can get both sides a little crisp. Yeah, man. I love this Sharper Image Grill. It's the quickest fix ever. It's the quick fix. All right. I love my Sharper Image. And you know, guys, I have it and I barely use it. And it's just last night it dawned on me. I said to myself, I need to stop browning and frying. I need to really get back to my Sharper Image and start eating the way I used to eat. Yes. Yes, guys. So as I was saying, back to the sauce, dry out a little, you know, adding a little water. All right, guys. So now with the sauce, it's all cooked. And how I know it's cooked? There are bubbles on the edge of it. That tells you that it's really cooked. All right, so now we're going to add our mango and pineapple pieces to the sauce. So we're just going to cook this down. So we don't want the pineapples and the mangoes to be fully cooked, you know. We just want it to saute a little bit in the sauce because we're going to pour it on top of our chicken We're going to garnish it with some parsley, and it's going to be ready to serve. We want it to have a little crunch. We don't want it cook out in the sauce. All right, I'm going to rest the spoon here. Yes, back to our conversation. Yes, and as Wendy said on our live right now, she said meal prep so that you always have healthy food to eat. Of course. I always tell people, prepping is the hardest part of cooking. Cooking the food is 1, 2, 3. Prepping is the hardest part because you got to peel the stuff, clean the stuff, cut up the stuff, blend the stuff if it needs to be blended. And that's the hardest part. Cooking it is the 1, 2, 3, you're done. Just this week, I had cooked chicken on Sunday. And I took the fleshy part of the chicken, like 3 pieces, took the flesh off of it, didn't know what to give Dwayne for lunch the next day. Came home, took a cabbage out of the fridge, cut it up real quick, like midnight. Yeah. Thread some carrot, cut up some carrot in strips, cut up some peppers, cut up some onions, cut up some scallions, cut up all that I need to make it. And I put it in a bowl, put it in the fridge, have the chicken all picked up in another bowl. Got up early in the morning. Literally, guys, it took me less than 5 minutes to whip that thing up. I put the wok on, and you know when you turn that fire under that wok, the whole thing is hot. And you start flipping. 1, 2, 3, chop, so we're ready, like Freddy. So prepping is so important. And you made a valid point, Wendy. You have to prepare yourself. That's what prepping is. Prepare is the shortening for preparation. Yeah. So if you want to eat healthy and you work, you have a busy schedule, you have to prepare yourself. And guys, stop by. I need to talk to myself too, because sometimes you get tired and overwhelmed. Y'all need to stop buying them frozen fruits in the supermarket. And me need to stop do it too. Because last week I made something. I was from those frozen packs. When I look at the frozen pack, guys, you know what I sip on it? Citric acid for preservation. So it's not only cut up fruits in those bags you see in the supermarket. It's also being preserved. Citric acid, sodium benzoate. What at them I put on the fruits when I'm making them a smoothie? Me don't want that. So you can prepare your own fruits. Go to the farmer's market or the supermarket, wherever you shop. Get your fresh, nice fruits. Come home and prep them. As Wendy said, meal prep. Cut out the little green part of the strawberry. Cut it up. Wash your blueberries. Wash your blackberries in some light vinegar water. Wash it again. Rinse it again. And you just get some nice big Ziploc bags. And you put your variety of fruits in it. You put a date on it when you prepare it. And you put it in your freezer. So if you want to do smoothies for the whole week or 3 days out of the week, you make 3 bags, 5 bags, whatever the case is. And you date them. You could date them. Okay, this is for Monday. So Tuesday, you don't want the same smoothie. You're putting banana in that one. So you put Tuesday and put the date. And Wednesday, you have a different one. You want mango and pineapple with apple. So you put Wednesday and put Wednesday date. So you prepare yourself. So when you get up early in the morning and you're ready to make your smoothie fresh, you take it from the freezer. You throw it in your bullet. Yeah. And you make it fresh. So every day you have a different flavor. And you have healthy berries going in your body. The berries help to burn the fat, guys. Yes, it does. If you notice when you eat certain fruits, it sends you to the bathroom. If I eat a big mango, I guarantee you 4 hours later, I have to find a bathroom. Yeah, it cleans you out. Some fruits you eat, it cleans you out. If I eat blueberries, it's a fiber. It's filled with fiber. It sends me to the bathroom 4 hours later. Because it goes through the digestive system. The body takes what it needs. And the waste, you pass it out. Yeah. Guys, never keep it real on the live now. You ever eat corn yet? And when you go do number 2, you see it in at the number 2. Because chew up some of them, so some of them come out whole. Yes. Because it never passed through the digestive system properly. Yeah, we have to make sure we chew our foods. If you don't have no teeth, go get some dentures. Yes, guys, chew your fruits and vegetables properly. So when it goes down into the digestive system, the body gets what it needs. The body is supposed to absorb the nutrients from whatever you eat or drink. If you notice, when you drink a big bottle of water, guys, within 15-20 minutes, you want to pee. Why? Because it goes through your digestive system fast, because it's water. Yeah, you want to pee after that. But if you eat certain things, it takes a while to go through your system. Certain things we're not supposed to eat with yeast, like the donut. A donut takes at least 3 days to come out of your body. Yeah, the yeast that the donut is made out of. And remember, when they make donut, them fried. It's fried, in case you guys didn't know. Yeah, donut is fried. And then they glaze it with the glaze, or they put sugar on it, or whatever flavor. Yeah, and when you eat that, you're going to take at least 72 hours to pass that. Oh, that's not good. When you eat something, it's supposed to go through your digestive system. Because when you eat for breakfast, if you eat breakfast at 8 o'clock, by 1 o'clock, you should be going to the bathroom. If you're not going to the bathroom at 1 o'clock to pass out what you eat in the morning, something wrong with you. You need a washout. Yeah. You need a cleanse. As Jamaicans would say, you need a washout. If you find that whatever you ate yesterday is coming out today, later today, you need a cleanse. Because the body, it's supposed to pass through the body for a couple of hours, go through the digestive system. Whatever the body don't want, you're supposed to pass it out. But if you're not passing it out within a certain given time, you're backed up, you're toxic. Yeah, you are toxic and you need a cleanse. I need to do a cleanse shortly, maybe in another week or 2. And I try to cleanse daily with this, the soursop bitters, because it cleans you in the mornings. But you still have parasites in the body. And certain foods we eat have parasites in them and we don't know. Like a lot of us Jamaicans, we love our jerk pork, especially the one from the pan that they sell on the roadside. Listen to me, guys. If that thing is not cooked at 450 degrees Fahrenheit, remember me tell you, you just put a million parasites in your body. Yes. If it's undercooked, and why you think sometimes when people eat pork, them say run them belly? Because it's undercooked. It's undercooked. That thing have to be really cooked for you. As a matter of fact, you shouldn't even be eating that. Yes, and you should not eat no pork. It's filled with parasites. But you can't tell a Jamaican that we love jerk pork. Them want them jerk pork. But I'm saying if you're eating it, guys, 450 degrees Fahrenheit, it's supposed to be cooked at. She said using monk fruit, dates, or agave as sugar substitutes. Exactly. What is me just put another something? Wait there. Organic agave. I got this from Trader Joe's. Yeah. This is my sugar substitute. Because this is from a plant. This is from a plant. Carry on say, laugh out loud, I want my jerk pork. You're putting parasites in your body, darling. Unless you cook it, and you know, say over 450 degrees Fahrenheit, you cook it at, yeah, man, you can't go eat it. But seriously, guys, we have to take a stock with what we put in our bodies daily. Even some of the chickens that we eat, they're filled with antibiotics. If I go to a function, guys, don't laugh. If I went to a function last week, a funeral, and they had chicken. So I had to take somebody to the bank right after the funeral. And when I came back, them take food for me. So when I'm looking at the plate, I see the chicken drumstick. I see 2. One look at it, I could tell you that the chicken was organic. You see, if the chicken big like my face, I don't want it. I know it's the pumped up chicken. And sure enough, I took a little piece, and when I went down to the bone, you could tell the difference. It's softer, it's not chewy, and a good chicken. When I go to functions, I don't eat chicken from people because I don't know where them buy it. She said, yes, Trader Joe's is the cheapest. Yes, Trader Joe's sell the agave cheap. Yes. And people, and talking about Trader Joe, guys, when you tell people to shop in Trader Joe's, you know what I'm saying? No, sir, a rich people store that me not shop in there. Let me tell you something, guys. Trader Joe sell a lot of things cheaper than Walmart. I get eggs in Trader Joe for $3 and change. Yeah. I get milk, almond milk in Trader Joe's for $3 something. Mm-hmm. The stuff in there is not expensive. Even the fruits, they're not expensive. Because of the name, and they sell organic stuff, people think it's expensive and you can't shop there. But the things are reasonable. Yeah, it's not that expensive. I shop in there. I buy my fruits and vegetables in there. Spend $100, I come out with 2 bags, but 2 good size bags with things in them. Fruits and vegetable, almond milk, stuff for me eat. Yeah. And trust me, if you go, the different ones have different things. I realize that because I go to the one over in Hewlett sometimes, and what they have, the one up in Woodhaven don't have it. So I know where to get what. All right, hold on there, guys. Let me check on the chicken. Why the chicken ready like Freddy? All right, so let's sauce the chicken now. And let me check on the potatoes. Let me get a fork. All right, potato look like it cooked because the fork I go straight through it. All right, so let me get my plate. And here's what we're going to do. See, chicken is fully cooked right through the bone. I'm just going to dip it in the sauce and display it on the plate. It cooks right through, guys. I love it. And you know what I like about the Sharper Image Grill, guys? All the fat that was in the chicken, it has a dripping tray down here. So all the fat, all the cholesterol, they're right down here, sir, in at the bottom. Yeah, man. Every fat, everything is all the way down there. All right. So let me get a thumb. Let me get a thumb. Watch him, I put the tongue back way. All right. So let's switch this around in the sauce. Can you guys see? And I'm just going to display it on the plate. So I'm going to display about 4 pieces. 4 pieces. So let's cover this with some mango and pineapple. Need some sauce in the plate too. Okay, so our mango pineapple grilled chicken smells good, looks good. Woo! So let's open one of our potato. She says, shop in the white neighborhood. We deserve. Of course, that's where I shop too, darling. Right in the white neighborhood. I go nowhere else. After them, no more than me. Woo, this is hot. This is so hot. Okay, guys. So We have our chicken in the plate. We're just going to clean the edges of our plate for presentation purposes. So I'm just going to garnish this with a little parsley. And then we're going to show off what we just made. So guys, here's what we're going to devour today for brunch. Mango pineapple grilled chicken with Korean sweet potatoes. Yeah. Nice and delicious. Soon taste it funny, but let me finish talk. So back to what we were saying, guys. If you live in the US, go to Trader Joe's. The stuff is not expensive and you get quality for your money. Be mindful of what you put in the body, because what you put in is what's gonna come out. So if you eat junk, you're gonna gain weight and you're gonna get sick. If you eat healthy, if you make healthy choices, it will display on your skin. You will see it on your skin. People always ask me at church, why your face so smooth? Why you use by your face? I use nothing for my face. I just want to eat. I just change my lifestyle and just start eat certain things. And I'm leaning towards the vegan stuff. I eat a lot of vegan stuff these days. Yeah, a lot of I buy the tricolor couscous, quinoa, you name it. I stay away from the rice. I try to eat more veggies. I'm changing my lifestyle. It's not gonna just happen cold turkey overnight, you know. It's a gradual change. If it's a lifestyle, it's gonna take a while to adapt, but I'm trying. So I implore you guys to change up your diet. Anyway, so stop fry the chicken, grill it, bake it. You can stew it too, you know, but don't use the oil. You can do it the Trini style, but don't use the sugar. Use some agave. All right, guys. So let me taste this for you. I'm showing off. I like the brown piece over here. So my sharper image is still going. I can still let it keep going. The chicken is thoroughly cooked, guys. Thoroughly. And I can show you. See? It's down to the bone. It's thoroughly cooked. Invest in a sharper image grill, guys. Invest in a sharper image grill. Wow. Absolutely tasty. That's what I'm talking about. Let's taste the potato. See? Potato fully cooked on the sharper image grill. So you want to dip some of this in the sauce. Gary said, me soon come. Come for man. Come for piece of chicken. Absolutely delicious, guys. Mango, pineapple, grilled chicken. Very delicious. So I have to put another piece of chicken because you know I have to take my picture and display. So guys, I'm not giving away anything on my live today, but I'm just showing you products that we have in or that we're going to be selling in our store. Now this is a metal coranda. Yeah. We have cases and cases of these. I gave away some of them on the live. If you're frying something or you're stewing something or you're boiling something, these are very handy and it's good quality. I have them in 3 colors. I have it in purple, green, and orange. So I have them in 3 colors. We also have the pastry cutter, but you could also use it to mash anything that you want to mash. And if you notice, this has a Sealy's Kitchen color. We'll be selling these as well in our shop. We have lots of lemon squeezers. We have these in orange and green, the same color green. I can't bother to take out the 2 colors. We also have, oops, we also have these coffee and juicy electric blenders. I gave away some of them on the live the other day. We also have wooden spoons. We have two types. We have the square ones and we have the spoon type. They're very handy, especially when you're making black cake or you're mixing up something in a bowl. These come in very handy. These are very cheap. These are like $1.50. So we have affordable things that will be sold in our online store. And this is not even a quarter of what we have in stock. I just happened to take these from storage, from our storage, to show you on my live today what we will be marketing. Oops, this one fell. We also have these whisks. They're very sturdy and good quality. So we have a lot of stuff in stock that we will be marketing. And this is not even a quarter of what we have. We have these knives, very sharp, good quality. Yeah, we have these knives as well. They cut, trust me, they cut through metal. Very good. But I use it as a carving knife when I'm carving fruits for my events, and they're very sharp. All right, guys. So if you like what we cooked in Celie's Kitchen today, I want you to like this live, share this live, and if you're not yet subscribed to any of our platforms, I don't know what you're waiting on. You're missing out on all the good things what we are doing. So share the live, like the live, comment. If you see something we did that you thought could have been done better, of course, I take criticisms. We're growing. So, hey, I'm open to criticisms. I'm open to new ideas. If you have new ideas, feel free to share it. So, as Jamaicans would say, walk good. So I want everybody on the 3 platforms this morning to take care of yourself and walk good. All right. God bless and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.